Hey everybody, Coach Troy here. It is time again to hunt a killer, and here is a spoiler-free review of Murder at the Motel. Now, in this installment, Veronica Rodriguez, the maid at the hotel, is asking for our help. It turns out her sort of love interest, the contractor who was working fixing up the motel, has been murdered. Now, our pool of suspects includes everyone who is staying in the motel, including the owner himself. So, we're going to sift through the evidence and see what we got. Now, right away, we do see what separates Hunt a Killer from a lot of the other murder mystery cases, and that is the quality of your components here, okay? Now, you do have, sure, lots of written down things, but you also have, look, a little journal book. A quality, looks like a gaming voucher from a casino. You've got an actual hotel card key, all right? You have nice looking letters from people, as well as just little pamphlets of letters that were written on paper. Nice little hotel door hangy thingy, do not disturb sign, I guess. Looks like, I like how a lot of the stuff here looks like it was handwritten components on flyers and things. There are not as many pictures in this one as I've seen in other ones. There's really just one picture, so you don't get to see pictures of all the different suspects. There is a mock-up of a police report, which is always nice. My always favorite here, there's only one small newspaper clipping, which is usually a staple. But look at this. I love this. There's a napkin with a note on it. You know, a napkin from the casino with a note on it. All right. And one really cool thing, you've got your lockbox here. Okay, this gives it that kind of escape room feel that you get out of this series that you don't get in a lot of others, that I think is just really cool because there's going to be more evidence inside here. And this one, there's only one locked component. I know in the last one I did there was a couple. Only one in this one, but I still think it's going to be fun to figure this one out. Now that we figured out who the killer was, what do we think about the game? Well, I thought the story was pretty well done. The characters were good. They were different. As I read more and more, I could get a good sense and feeling about the characters. Not all of them. Some I didn't get as much in, so they were just kind of little shadow characters. They're, you know, a bag of bones, as Stephen King would say. But other ones, you know, I kind of felt like I got to know them a little bit and got a good feel of their personalities. And so that added to the story there. The overall story, I thought, again, was pretty good. I will give it a thumbs up. I thought it was maybe a little bit better story-wise than their first installment, Death at the Dive Bar. Now, difficulty-wise, they claim to be a medium, 3 out of 5, and I'd say that's pretty accurate. Maybe I'd say a 2.5. That's just me. Otherwise, you know, it's good. It's definitely some challenge in there, but not insanely difficult. There are different paths to figuring out answers, which I liked. So that way you don't just have to have a certain eagle eye to point out one tiny little detail like you do in some murder mysteries. This year, there was multiple paths to get to certain areas, and I like that. So difficulty-wise, it's a challenge, but nothing insane. Overall, I did enjoy this particular mystery. I probably not the most solid Hunt a Killer, but I think it was a good entry nonetheless. I liked how there was multiple ways to figure out bits of information, and of course I love the tactile feel of opening up a lock to get more evidence. That gives it that escape room vibe that makes it, I think, pushes it above other styles of murder mysteries. So now, good quality. I enjoyed it. Not the most difficult, and not as much in there as there is in some of the other Hunt a Killers, but still solid, still good, still worth it, I'd say. All right, so yeah, if you like the murder mysteries, go ahead and check this one out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. This is Coach Troy. I'll see y'all next time.